Hey, what is up everyone? This is Sean with 8-Bit Beard Co. Welcome to the channel. Today's video is going to be pretty short, but we just released some candles and I wanted to go over just some safety, some features of them, and kind of just give you some general knowledge if you've never really dealt with a wood wick candle before. But right before we begin though, if you have a second, like, subscribe, and share. Helps the channel out and helps us grow as we continue to build. We'll be right back. Okay, we're back after that brief intro. All right, so thank you first of all if you've purchased a wood wick candle, and thank you for just looking if you're just looking at them and want to check out this video. So the first thing I want to talk about, and I want to keep this video probably 5 or 6 minutes long, is just candle safety. Don't ever light a candle and leave it burning, and just hazardous, right? You have an open flame in your house or wherever this is, so yeah, it can get dangerous. If it's a real drafty area, wood wicks are not going to be the candle for you. You know, this is going to be a tough candle to stay lit if it's in a really drafty room. So keep that in mind. Also with safety here, so our tins are going to come in a couple different varieties. You're going to have this, which has just the flat bottom here. As you know, it's a metal tin, same with glass. It's going to get hot as the candle burns down. So just be conscious of that, and don't set it on anything that's going to melt or potentially catch fire. Candles, it's an open flame, right? So just be aware of that when you're using your candle. The other type we have, and there's just some new ones I'm testing. Our supplier finally had these in stock. Kind of have the little bumps on them, the little legs that kind of give you just that little bit of air that'll flow underneath there to help cool it a little bit. But honestly, just be aware of how hot the container can get. So the initial burn time of these candles should be about 2 hours, and the reason for that is establishes the memory of the candle and the initial melt pool, so that this full top of the candle can be melted. And what we're trying to avoid is a lot of deep tunneling. So this is fine. This is just a little bit's fine here. The tunnel around here, you can see where the candle burned down a little bit. Because as this melts, it's going to get hotter. So then that'll melt too. That little slight ring will melt. That's called tunneling. So you want to avoid that. Burn it initially 2 hours, and then every burn after that you can burn no longer than 3 to 4 hours. You don't really want to do that. So next thing you'll notice as you burn these, you know, we have a nice smooth surface here at the top. When I make these, I'll cool them a specific way. But when you start burning a candle, it's made of natural ingredients, so it has less soot that it puts off in the air, and it's just better for the environment, for everything around you. Is the more natural a wax is, the lumpier it can cool. So you'll notice here, you'll have some cratering, is what they call cratering. So, and that's perfectly fine. And there's just a little bit here that forms just because of all the natural elements that we have inside this candle. Perfectly fine. It does not harm the candle at all, but you'll notice that as you burn. And at different stages, it might be a little worse than others, depending on how long you burn, how hot this is getting, and then how rapidly it cools. It has a lot to do with that. So the next thing is you want to keep your wood wick here. Hopefully this zooms in a little bit. Wood wick trimmed to about 1/8 of an inch. Trimmed down, or it's burnt down. So if you ever notice it not burning down like that, then you'll want to trim it, and just, you know, a pair of scissors, whatever. You just really need to knock off a little bit of the top layer. So, all right. So now lighting your candle. So when you light a wood wick candle, it's going to be a little different than lighting a standard candle. You need to get the whole wick lit. And as you can see, you know, it's different than just a single cotton wick. You have a longer run there to actually light. So when you light these, I would not recommend just having it sit there and bringing a lighter in and down on it. It's going to be a lot harder to light to get that lit all the way across there. It's just too big of an area for your lighter, for the flame down. So put your candle up here and kind of hold it to the side. And that's where you're going to light. This is where you're going to light the candle here. You're going to light across the wood wick, and it'll melt a little bit, right? And now kind of see it probably crackling a little bit. And hopefully you'll be able to hear that But so you can see it's lit now. We have a good burn there with our Blue Devils. So this is the second time that I've lit this. The initial time burned a couple hours, and now, I can leave this lit, and I might just leave this lit and we'll let it burn for a little while. So anyway, so that's it for today. So if you have any questions, reach out to us. I'll put some more information on the website about it. But so you have your initial. So in summary, always place on a flame resistant surface for when you're burning a candle. Don't leave it alone. Right? You're talking about an open flame. You have to light, pick it up and light across the wick. Don't try to just let it sit there and light like a typical cotton wick candle. It will not work like that. We talked about the initial burn time. Once you light it, needs to be 2 hours to set that melt pool and that memory of that wax that's in there. And then every time after that, you can be whatever you want it to be, right? But we recommend not burning it more than 3 to 4 hours. So we have that, the initial burn time, and then any time after that. And then the cratering that can happen as your candle cools. It's a natural soy wax blend, so it will kind of cool a little lumpy, cratery, which is perfectly fine. And the next time you light it, obviously that'll go away as it burns and the melt pool happens. So anyway, I hope everyone has a great day today. Oh, how you doing, buddy? How you doing? Our dog decided to show up here. Comment below if you've ever dealt with a woodwick candle before. And don't forget to hit the like and subscribe if you found this video helpful. Remember to level up your beard and your candle.